Jesus Christ healing body and mind. Eliminate all evil around, emotional healing and spirit. Pray, beloved, today we gather in the infinite presence of God, whose power is limitless, and in the loving embrace of Jesus Christ, our healer. Every thought you hold in your mind has the power to shape your reality. When you focus on the divine, peace descends upon your body, mind, and spirit. The negative influences, the fears, and the ailments that surround you cannot withstand the infinite light of God's love. In this moment, through faith and prayer, we align ourselves with Jesus Christ, the source of ultimate healing. As you listen, visualize your body and mind being purified, your spirit uplifted, and every form of evil dissipating from your life. Remember, the power to heal lies not outside you, but within the sacred connection to the divine. Beloved, as we begin to open our minds to the infinite power of divine healing, it is essential to realize that Jesus Christ resides not outside of you, but within you, within the very core of your being. Often we look outward for solutions, for remedies, for cures. Yet the truth that Christ's healing presence dwells in the innermost recesses of your heart is eternal and unchanging. When you call upon Him with a sincere heart, with faith that is unshakable, the very energy of the universe aligns itself with you, responding to your call with precision, wisdom, and love. Imagine, if you will, that within your heart there is a temple, a sanctuary, a sacred space where the light of Christ shines endlessly. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you hold, every word you speak, either nourishes this light or dims it. Therefore, when you focus on Jesus' presence within you, you begin to feel a transformation that is subtle at first, almost imperceptible, yet profound. A warmth spreads through your chest, a lightness of being, a release from tension, fear, and doubt. This is the beginning of true healing, for the recognition of Christ within your very self is the key that unlocks the door to perfect health of body, mind, and spirit. It is vital, beloved, to understand that the mind is a divine instrument, capable of channeling infinite intelligence. The mind that is attuned to Jesus Christ becomes a vessel for miracles. Each thought that you think in alignment with His love, each visualization of wholeness, each prayer of faith, sends a vibration into the universe, and the universe responds in kind. When you affirm, "Christ lives within me, His healing power flows through me," you are not merely uttering words. You are sending forth a decree that penetrates every cell of your body, reaching every organ, every fiber, every nerve, until the entirety of your being vibrates with life, vitality, and peace. The subconscious mind, ever obedient, immediately begins to harmonize with this inner presence, dissolving any discord, any limitation, any shadow of illness. Think deeply, my friend, of the times when you have felt the presence of Christ within you. Perhaps it was in moments of quiet meditation, when all the noise of the world fell away, and there was only the still, small voice of God, gentle yet powerful, reminding you that you are never alone. Perhaps it was in moments of challenge, when the mind seemed to waver, yet somehow a calm descended, a sense of knowing, a confidence that all would be well. These are the signs, the proof, that the divine resides within you. Every cell of your body, every heartbeat, every breath carries this sacred presence. It is impossible to feel the loving presence of Jesus without experiencing a shift, an elevation of energy, a movement toward balance and harmony. As you allow this inner presence to permeate your consciousness, it is important to visualize healing as a process that begins in the mind and manifests in the body. Picture the light of Christ, pure and radiant, descending from the heavens, entering through the crown of your head, and slowly filling your entire being. See it flowing through your brain, clearing any confusion or anxiety. See it moving through your heart, dissolving sorrow, grief, or fear. Imagine it traveling through your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, every organ functioning perfectly in harmony. The mind, when aligned with this divine presence, becomes a powerful magnet for perfect health. Beloved, understand also that there is no separation between your spiritual state and your physical condition. The body is the external manifestation of the mind. When the mind is in harmony with Christ, the body responds with vitality. When the mind is filled with faith, hope, and love, the body experiences healing naturally and effortlessly. Consider the simple truth. Sickness, tension, and fatigue are merely messages from the subconscious mind that disharmony exists within your thought. As you focus on Jesus Christ within, You replace discord with harmony, fear with faith, doubt with absolute trust. You become a living testimony to the miraculous power of the divine. Every moment, you have the opportunity to connect with this inner presence. In the morning, as you awaken, breathe deeply and say silently, Jesus Christ lives in me. His light heals me. His love guides me. Throughout the day, in the quiet moments, repeat this affirmation and feel it penetrating the deepest corners of your consciousness. When challenges arise, when negative circumstances seem overwhelming, remember that nothing outside of you can diminish the infinite power within. The mind that is conscious of Christ is invincible, impenetrable by fear or disease. It is also important to cultivate gratitude, for gratitude is a powerful amplifier of divine energy. Thank Jesus for his presence within you, for his healing, for his protection. Gratitude opens the channels of the subconscious mind, allowing healing energy to flow freely. Picture yourself bathed in light, healthy, happy, free from all limitations. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Speak it with conviction. Live it with faith. There is a divine law at work. The mind must believe before it can receive. When belief is firm, healing is inevitable. Do not underestimate the power of faith. Faith is not merely intellectual acknowledgement. It is deep, heartfelt knowing that Jesus Christ, dwelling within, has the power to transform every aspect of your life. Let this faith grow, nurtured by prayer, meditation, and visualization. Feed it with affirmations, with love, with confidence. The more you believe, the more your mind aligns with the divine, and the more your body, mind, and spirit respond with miraculous restoration. As you continue to focus on this presence, allow yourself to release all resistance. Let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Let go of the need to control. Trust in the divine order. Trust that the mind, when attuned to Christ, knows the perfect solution for every challenge, the perfect cure for every ailment, the perfect path for every difficulty. Healing is natural when you are in alignment with this sacred presence. It flows effortlessly like a river, pure and life-giving. Finally, know that this presence within you is eternal. Jesus Christ is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. His healing power is always available, always ready to respond to your call. When you recognize and affirm his presence, you invite a transformation that transcends the physical. You enter a state of peace, wholeness, and serenity. You become a beacon of light to others. For as you are healed, your radiance touches everyone around you, spreading love, harmony, and joy. So, beloved, remember this truth at all times. Jesus Christ dwells within you. This is the source of all healing, all protection, all peace. Call upon him daily, consciously, with love and faith. Visualize his light. Feel his presence. Affirm his power. Let his energy flow through every cell, every organ, every thought. Release all fear, all doubt, all negativity. Step fully into the consciousness of divine help, knowing that the mind attuned to Christ is a limitless reservoir of power, capable of restoring body, mind, and spirit to perfect harmony. And as you do this, you will experience a remarkable transformation. Your body will respond with vitality, your mind with clarity, and your spirit with joy. You will walk in the knowledge that nothing outside of you can harm you. For Christ within is the ultimate healer, the ultimate protector, the ultimate guide. All evil around you dissipates before this light. All fear is replaced by peace. All doubt is replaced by faith. And in this state of divine alignment, you are fully restored, fully healed, and fully empowered to live the abundant, radiant life that is your birthright. Beloved, as we continue our journey into the miraculous realm of divine healing, we must understand that the mind itself is a sacred instrument, a conduit through which the infinite power of God and the presence of Jesus Christ manifest in our lives. The mind is not merely a passive observer of life, it is a creative force, a living entity, capable of transforming every circumstance, every experience, every condition of the body, the mind, and the spirit. When we comprehend this truth and act upon it with faith, we step into a world where limitations dissolve, where sickness, anxiety, and negativity cannot survive, and where healing flows naturally, effortlessly, and abundantly. The mind, when attuned to the divine, is like fertile soil. Every thought, every affirmation, Every mental image is a seed planted in this sacred soil. If these seeds are thoughts of fear, doubt, or limitation, then disorder, tension, and illness arise. But when these seeds are nourished with faith, love, and the consciousness of Jesus Christ within, they grow into abundant health, peace, and vitality. Imagine your mind as a garden. The moment you allow Christ's presence to enter, the weeds of fear and negativity are uprooted, and the flowers of love, confidence, and healing begin to bloom. Each mental image you hold, each thought you dwell upon, has the power to change your reality. Consider the marvelous principle that the subconscious mind, that vast reservoir of divine intelligence, responds to the thoughts and beliefs you hold consciously. It does not judge. It does not question. It merely obeys the instructions impressed upon it. When you continually impress upon your subconscious mind the thought, my body is perfect, my mind is clear, my spirit is at peace, Jesus Christ heals me completely, you are programming the infinite intelligence within you to bring forth exactly what you visualize. This is not mere theory, it is divine law in operation. Just as water naturally flows to the lowest point, the mind, when rightly focused, naturally brings forth the conditions you impress upon it. Many people fail to recognize the power of their own mind. They allow fear, doubt, and worry to dominate their thinking, and then they are perplexed when health diminishes, relationships suffer, and joy seems distant. Yet the remedy is always within. By consciously choosing thoughts of health, strength, love, and protection, and by calling upon the presence of Jesus Christ, the mind becomes an instrument of miraculous restoration. The mind aligned with Christ is invincible. It cannot be defeated by illness, by limitation, or by negative influences. It operates in harmony with the infinite intelligence of God, drawing into your life all that is wholesome, positive, and divine. Visualization is a most powerful tool in this process. Close your eyes and see yourself entirely healed. See your body strong, your mind clear, your emotions balanced, and your spirit uplifted. Imagine this healing as a golden light, flowing from the heart of Jesus into every part of your being. This is not imagination in the ordinary sense. It is the creative faculty of your mind expressing the divine will. When practiced with faith, this visualization impresses the subconscious mind, which then begins to orchestrate physical and emotional restoration. Picture this healing light saturating every organ, every tissue, every cell, eliminating all traces of disease, fear, or tension. Feel it permeate your consciousness until you know beyond any doubt that healing is already accomplished. Beloved, affirmations are equally essential. Speak with conviction. I am healed. I am strong. Jesus Christ restores me completely. My mind, body, and spirit are in perfect harmony. These words are not mere utterances. They are commands to the subconscious mind, which is ever obedient and ever ready to manifest the reality of your beliefs. The more frequently and sincerely you repeat these affirmations, the stronger their effect becomes. Faith, imagination, and affirmation, when combined, create a powerful triad of mental forces capable of dispelling illness, anxiety, and limitation. It is also crucial to understand that negative thoughts are temporary illusions. Fear, worry, and doubt are but passing clouds in the sky of your consciousness. When you realize that Jesus Christ dwells within, these clouds cannot obscure the sun of divine healing. Whenever a negative thought arises, acknowledge it and then deliberately replace it with a thought of faith, a thought of divine love, a thought of complete restoration. Practice this consistently, and you will witness a profound transformation in your body, your mind, and your life. The mind, once habituated to positive, healing thoughts, becomes a sanctuary of health, peace, and spiritual strength. Another essential principle is the law of forgiveness. The mind that holds resentment, anger, or guilt cannot fully cooperate with divine healing. Emotional burdens create blockages in the mental and physical energies, manifesting as tension, fatigue, or illness. By consciously forgiving yourself and others, and by releasing all emotional attachment to the past, you free the mind to focus on healing and divine harmony. Jesus Christ teaches us that forgiveness is not only a moral duty, but a practical tool for health and well-being. As you forgive, visualize a warm light of love and compassion filling your mind, dissolving all bitterness and creating space for peace and restoration. Faith is the fuel that powers the mind's healing capabilities. Do not merely intellectualize faith. Feel it, know it, and live it. Faith is the magnetic force that draws the presence of Jesus into every part of your being. When doubt arises, remind yourself of the countless miracles performed through faith. When fear threatens to dominate, consciously declare the presence of Christ within and feel the tension dissolve. Faith transforms the mind from a passive observer into an active participant in divine healing. In every situation, remember that the mind is the command center of your life. Whether the challenge is physical illness, mental strain, or emotional turmoil, it is the mind's alignment with Christ that determines the outcome. By cultivating thoughts of health, strength, peace, and protection, and by visualizing the divine light of Jesus flowing through every part of your being, you set in motion the miraculous power of God. Each moment of conscious focus, each repetition of affirmation, each act of faith builds upon the previous one, creating a cumulative effect that is unstoppable. Finally, let your mind dwell constantly on the presence of Jesus Christ. Meditate upon His love, His power, His healing. Picture Him walking beside you, guiding you, restoring every cell of your body, clarifying every thought, and uplifting every emotion. The mind that consciously engages with this divine presence becomes a sanctuary of health, peace, and spiritual illumination. It attracts not only healing, but protection, guidance, and abundance in all areas of life. Remember, beloved, that the mind aligned with Christ cannot fail. It is a perfect instrument, a channel for miracles, a conduit for divine restoration. As you practice visualization, affirmation, faith, and forgiveness, you will notice remarkable changes in your body, your mind, and your spirit. Sickness, limitation, and negativity simply dissolve before the radiant power of Jesus Christ within. Your mind becomes a powerful magnet for health, peace, and joy, creating a life of harmony, vitality, and spiritual fulfillment. In this awareness, you are never alone, never powerless, and never without hope. The mind in union with the presence of Jesus Christ is limitless, boundless, and invincible. Every thought, every affirmation, every act of faith draws divine healing into your life. Your mind is the key, your thoughts are the instrument, and Jesus Christ is the power that makes all things possible. As you align your consciousness with this eternal truth, you will find that complete and perfect healing is not only possible, it is your divine inheritance, ready to manifest now and always. Beloved, as we continue to explore the profound healing power of Jesus Christ, it is essential to understand that true freedom and health come not only from physical restoration, but from spiritual cleansing. The world is filled with influences, energies, and forces that are not always benevolent. Fear, envy, malice, anger, and all forms of negativity surround us, often unseen, yet their impact can be felt in the mind, in the emotions, and ultimately in the body. It is of utmost importance to know that these negative forces have no power over a mind and heart aligned with Jesus Christ. The moment you consciously acknowledge His presence within you, the very essence of your being becomes a sanctuary, a sacred space, where evil cannot enter, where illness cannot dwell, and where fear and despair are powerless. This is not a mere statement of faith. It is a law of the universe. The divine presence, the light of Christ, is infinitely stronger than any form of darkness, and it responds immediately when called upon with sincere belief and faith. Visualize, beloved, a sphere of radiant light surrounding you, emanating from the presence of Jesus within your heart. This light forms a protective barrier, impenetrable by any negative influence, any malice, any harmful thought or action directed towards you. Imagine this light expanding, enveloping your home, your workplace, your relationships, creating an invisible shield that guards your body, mind, and spirit. The subconscious mind, which is ever obedient to the commands impressed upon it, recognizes this light as the ultimate truth and begins to align every part of your being with it. As this process continues, you will notice a profound sense of security, peace, and harmony, for the evil that once seemed to surround you is rendered powerless in the face of divine illumination. Every thought you entertain has a vibration. Negative thoughts carry vibrations of fear, doubt, and conflict, which may attract similar energies into your life. Positive, loving, and faithful thoughts centered on Jesus Christ carry gyres of healing, protection, and divine alignment. Therefore, it is essential to maintain a constant awareness of your inner environment. When you detect thoughts of fear, resentment, or worry, consciously replace them with thoughts of Christ's love, mercy, and protection. Affirm repeatedly, I am protected by the presence of Jesus Christ. All evil and negativity are dissolved in His light. I am safe, I am secure, I am surrounded by divine love. These words, repeated with faith, are not mere phrases. They are powerful directives to your subconscious mind, programming it to maintain perfect harmony and protection in every circumstance. Beloved, consider the law of spiritual cleansing. Just as the body must be cleansed of toxins to maintain health, the mind and spirit must be cleansed of negative influences to sustain harmony. Every resentment, every unkind thought, every fear-based emotion is a toxin that weakens the system. When you consciously invite the presence of Jesus into your consciousness, you are applying a universal cleansing agent. His presence washes away all impurity, dissolves all fear, and restores the soul to a state of perfect balance. This process is continuous and infinitely powerful. The moment you turn your attention to Him, the purification begins, removing all traces of evil, worry, and negativity. It is also vital to understand that forgiveness is a key instrument in this spiritual cleansing. Holding on to anger, resentment, or judgment against yourself or others creates a blockage in the flow of divine energy. Jesus Christ, in His infinite wisdom, teaches us that forgiveness is the doorway to freedom, health, and spiritual protection. When you forgive, visualize the release of all attachments to the past, all grievances, and all negative emotions. See these as dark clouds being absorbed into the light of Christ, transforming into love, peace, and understanding. As you practice forgiveness, the mind becomes lighter, the emotions calmer, and the body more receptive to healing. Beloved, do not underestimate the power of prayer in eliminating evil and negativity. Prayer is more than words. It is a direct connection to the infinite intelligence of God. When you pray, do so with absolute faith, picturing Jesus' light dissolving every negative influence around you. Feel the power of His love sweeping through your life, clearing every obstacle, every thought of fear, every shadow of malice. As you continue in this practice, you will notice a remarkable transformation. Situations that once seemed threatening now appear harmless. Relationships are restored, and the peace of God fills your heart. Visualization is also a powerful tool in spiritual cleansing. Imagine yourself walking through life surrounded by a luminous shield of Christ's presence. See this shield not only protecting you, but actively transforming any negative energy into positive, life-affirming light. Visualize interactions with others, being guided by divine influence, where love and compassion dissolve misunderstanding and hostility. This mental imagery impresses the subconscious mind, which immediately begins to orchestrate your outer reality in accordance with this higher vibration. The mind is a creative instrument. Whatever you impress upon it with faith manifests in the world around you. Affirmations reinforce this process. Speak with conviction. I am free from all evil. I am safe, protected, and guided by Jesus Christ. My mind is pure, my heart is full of love, and my spirit is in perfect harmony with the divine. Repeat these affirmations daily, morning and night, until they become an unquestioned truth in your consciousness. As you do so, you will find that your mind automatically rejects negativity. Your emotions naturally gravitate towards peace, and your life begins to reflect this inner harmony. Beloved, remember that the power of Christ within you is infinitely greater than any force outside you. No evil, no negativity, no circumstance can overcome the light of His presence. When you feel fear or sense the influence of malevolent energies, turn inward and call upon Him with faith. Picture His presence surrounding you, filling every cell, every thought, every emotion with light and love. Feel the tension dissolve, the fear vanish, and the peace of God settle deeply into your consciousness. Furthermore, trust in the infinite intelligence that operates through Jesus Christ. This intelligence knows exactly how to protect you, guide you, and restore you. It is unnecessary to struggle or fight with negative forces, Simply acknowledge the divine presence and trust that all is being transformed into the highest good. The mind that is conscious of Christ's protective light is a sanctuary. Nothing unclean, harmful, or fearful can penetrate. Every negative thought, every destructive influence, every fear-based emotion is instantly neutralized by the power of divine consciousness. As you practice this awareness, you will notice a remarkable sense of freedom. Fear no longer dictates your actions. Resentment no longer burdens your heart. Doubt no longer clouds your mind. You begin to live in a state of inner security, knowing that Jesus Christ within you is your shield, your guide, your healer. You experience life from a perspective of divine protection, where every challenge is met with calmness, confidence, and clarity. The mind, once vulnerable to negative influences, becomes a fortress of peace and health. Beloved, make it a daily practice to cultivate this consciousness. Begin each day with an affirmation of divine protection. Visualize yourself surrounded by Christ's healing light, and release all negative emotions through forgiveness and prayer. By doing so, you establish a mental and spiritual environment where evil cannot exist, where fear cannot thrive, and where peace, health, and harmony reign supreme. This is not merely a spiritual exercise. It is a practical application of universal law, a law that governs mind, body, and spirit. Finally, remember that the cleansing power of Jesus Christ is eternal. It is not temporary, conditional, or limited by circumstance. Every time you acknowledge His presence, every time you call upon His name, every time you focus on His light, the process of eliminating all evil, all negativity, and all discord is reinforced and strengthened. You are constantly surrounded by divine protection, and this presence ensures the ultimate restoration of your mind, body, and spirit. Live in this consciousness, beloved, and you will know peace, health, and freedom as your natural state. Beloved, as we continue to explore the boundless power of Jesus Christ to heal, it is vital to recognize the profound impact of emotional restoration on the health of the mind, body, and spirit. Emotional wounds, unresolved grief, resentment, fear, or anxiety are not merely ephemeral feelings. They are energies that influence every cell in the body. They shape the subconscious mind, and through it they manifest as tension, fatigue, pain, and illness. Yet, just as these negative emotions can create disturbance, so too can the loving presence of Jesus Christ restore balance, harmony, and vitality. When we open our hearts to His infinite love, our emotional wounds are gently healed, leaving a sense of serenity, wholeness, and inner strength. It is essential, beloved, to understand that emotions are powerful forces. They have a frequency, a vibration, and they communicate directly with the subconscious mind. When the heart is heavy with anger, sorrow, or guilt, the mind is clouded, and the body suffers. The immune system weakens, the energy diminishes, and vitality is lost. But when we turn our attention to Jesus Christ, when we consciously invite His healing presence into our emotional life, the heart begins to release tension, the mind clears, and the body responds with renewed vigor. Imagine, if you will, a stream of golden light descending from the heart of Jesus, entering your chest and filling every corner of your being. This light penetrates fear, doubt, and sorrow, transforming them into love, courage, and joy. Forgiveness is the cornerstone of emotional healing. Holding on to resentment, whether toward others or oneself, creates a blockade that prevents the flow of divine energy. Jesus Christ teaches that forgiveness is not merely a moral act, it is a practical tool for restoring emotional and physical health. When you forgive, visualize the burden of past hurts dissolving into His light. See them lifted from your shoulders, leaving you lighter, freer, and more attuned to the loving presence within. The mind, now free from the weight of resentment, becomes a fertile ground for positive thoughts, affirmations, and divine guidance. Emotional balance naturally restores physical well-being, for the body and mind are intimately connected. Affirmation and visualization are indispensable tools in this process. Speak with conviction. I release all fear, anger, and resentment. My heart is filled with the love and peace of Jesus Christ. I am emotionally whole, serene, and free. As you say these words, feel them deeply. Imagine a warmth spreading through your chest, dissolving emotional knots, and replacing them with calm, clarity, and confidence. Visualize yourself interacting with the world from a place of emotional security, where fear, anxiety, or anger no longer dictate your response. This is not imagination alone. It is the creative power of the mind in alignment with divine truth. The subconscious mind receives these images and affirmations and manifests them in your emotional reality. Beloved, it is crucial to recognize that emotional healing is not instantaneous for everyone. Some wounds run deep, some burdens have been carried for years. Yet the law of divine healing is patient, consistent, and unfailing. Each time you turn your attention inward, inviting Jesus Christ into your heart, you plant a seed of restoration. Each prayer, each affirmation, each visualization adds to the growth of this seed, and over time it blossoms into emotional resilience, joy, and peace. Trust the process. Know that the divine presence within you works continuously, even when you are unaware, correcting, balancing, and harmonizing every emotion, every thought, and every feeling. Meditation is another powerful practice in emotional restoration. Take time each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and focus your attention on the presence of Jesus within you. Feel His love filling your heart, soothing every emotional ache, and calming every mental disturbance. As you do this regularly, you will notice a remarkable shift. Anxiety dissipates, fears fade, and the mind becomes a sanctuary of calm. The heart opens to love, compassion, and understanding, not only toward others, but toward oneself. This emotional openness allows the divine energy to flow freely, bringing restoration to every aspect of your life. Consider also the law of substitution in emotional healing. Negative emotions cannot be eradicated by fighting them or resisting them. They are replaced by higher positive emotions. When fear arises, consciously replace it with faith. When anger surfaces, replace it with love. When sorrow threatens, replace it with gratitude. Jesus Christ provides the power to make this substitution effortless. The moment you consciously choose the higher emotion, the lower one is dissolved, transformed, and transmuted by His presence. This practice trains the subconscious mind to respond to life's circumstances with peace, love, and confidence. Beloved, self-love is a fundamental aspect of emotional healing. Often the greatest emotional wounds arise from self-rejection or self-criticism. Yet, the mind that is aligned with Christ recognizes the divine image within itself. Affirm daily, I am a beloved child of God. Jesus Christ dwells within me. I am worthy of love, joy, and peace. Feel these words as truth. When you love and accept yourself fully, emotional tension is released. Self-doubt fades, and the heart becomes a vessel for divine energy. This self-love does not foster ego or pride. It fosters harmony, balance, and the ability to give and receive love freely. Emotional healing also involves releasing attachment to outcomes and trusting in divine intelligence. When we cling to desires, expectations, or outcomes, we create emotional turbulence. Anxiety, worry, and disappointment arise. By surrendering these attachments to Jesus Christ, by trusting in His infinite wisdom and guidance, the mind and heart are freed from turmoil. Pray with faith. Jesus Christ, I release all fear, all worry, and all concern into your loving hand. Restore my heart, calm my mind, and guide my spirit. Feel the tension melt away as divine trust takes its place. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier of emotional restoration. When you focus on the blessings, the miracles, and the love already present in your life, your emotional state shifts instantly. Gratitude elevates the vibration of the heart and mind, allowing divine energy to flow freely. Begin each day with thanksgiving, acknowledging the presence of Jesus Christ and His continuous work of healing in your life. Feel the warmth of gratitude filling every cell, every thought, and every emotion, reinforcing the sense of emotional security, peace, and joy. Finally, remember, beloved, that emotional healing is not separate from physical or spiritual healing. The mind, heart, and body operate in perfect unity, and when emotional harmony is achieved, physical restoration and spiritual enlightenment follow naturally. Jesus Christ, dwelling within, harmonizes all three aspects effortlessly by consciously inviting His presence. By practicing forgiveness, affirmation, visualization, self-love, and gratitude, emotional wounds are healed, the mind is clarified, and the body responds with vitality and resilience. The spirit is uplifted, shining with light and joy, and the life you live becomes a reflection of divine wholeness. Live daily in this consciousness. Speak words of healing, feel emotions of peace. Visualize the light of Christ in every moment, and trust in the transformative power of His love. You are never alone. You are always guided, protected, and restored by the infinite presence of Jesus Christ. Emotional healing is your birthright. Claim it, experience it, and allow it to flow into every aspect of your life. As you do so, you will discover that love, peace, joy, and divine help are not distant aspirations. They are your present reality, made manifest through the power of Christ within you. Beloved, as we continue to awaken to the miraculous healing power of Jesus Christ, it is crucial to understand the profound influence of visualization in bringing divine restoration to the body, mind, and spirit. The mind is a creative force, a divine instrument through which we can manifest health, harmony, and well-being. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, for it is in constant communion with the infinite intelligence of God. Visualization is the art of creating in the mind a living image of wholeness, vitality, and divine protection. And when done with faith, it becomes a powerful tool for transformation. Every cell of your body responds to mental imagery. Every thought impresses the subconscious mind, which in turn orchestrates conditions in the physical, mental, and emotional realms in accordance with these images. Picture, if you will, a stream of pure radiant light descending from the heart of Jesus Christ, entering your body through the crown of your head, and flowing through every organ, every tissue, every cell. Visualize this light as a warm, healing energy that removes all impurities, dissolves all blockages, and restores perfect function to every part of your being. Feel this light penetrating your brain, calming every thought, eliminating confusion, and bringing clarity. Imagine it flowing into your lungs, filling them with vitality, oxygen, and life. See it circulating through your heart, strengthening every beat, infusing your being with courage, love, and joy. Picture it moving through your digestive system, eliminating toxins and restoring balance. Visualize this divine light permeating every system, every organ, every nerve, and every cell, until your entire body is vibrant, energized, and in perfect harmony. Beloved, visualization is not simply imagination. It is the mind attuned to divine truth. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a real experience. When you see yourself healed, healthy, strong, and filled with vitality, your subconscious mind accepts this image as reality and begins to orchestrate your life accordingly. The divine energy of Jesus Christ flows naturally through this process, responding to your faith, your clarity of vision, and your unwavering belief. Each time you engage in this practice, you strengthen your connection with the divine presence within, allowing healing energy to flow effortlessly, continuously, and powerfully. Affirmations are an essential companion to visualization. Speak with faith. I am fully healed. Every cell of my body functions perfectly. The light of Jesus Christ restores me completely. I am vibrant, strong, and whole. Repeat these affirmations as you visualize the radiant light flowing through you. Feel them as truth, not merely as words. The more vivid and emotionally charged your visualization, the more powerful its effect. The subconscious mind, which is ever obedient, will manifest this reality, transforming the body, mind, and spirit in harmony with the divine image you hold. Beloved, it is also important to recognize the role of faith in visualization. Without faith, visualization is like a seed planted in barren soil. It cannot grow. Faith is the force that breathes life into the images created by the mind. When you visualize yourself healed, when you see yourself strong, free from pain, and full of energy, believe that it is already accomplished. Do not question the means, the timing, or the method. Simply know that Jesus Christ, dwelling within you, is orchestrating the perfect outcome. Trust is the key that unlocks the door to miraculous results. Consider now the effect of mental imagery on the emotional state. As you visualize yourself in perfect health, surrounded by the light of Christ, you naturally experience feelings of peace, joy, and confidence. Fear, anxiety, and doubt dissolve in the presence of this divine image. The emotions are uplifted, harmonized, and aligned with the truth of your being. Emotional balance strengthens the physical body, as every thought and emotion influences cellular function. Visualization, therefore, is a holistic practice, affecting mind, body, and spirit simultaneously. The light of Jesus Christ purifies, heals, and uplifts all aspects of your being. Beloved, the visualization also extends to the environment and circumstances surrounding you. Imagine yourself walking through life with divine protection, guided by the presence of Jesus. Visualize challenges being transformed into opportunities, conflicts being dissolved in love, and negativity being replaced by harmony. Picture yourself interacting with others from a place of peace, compassion, and wisdom. See yourself thriving, successful, and radiant, not only in health but in every aspect of life. The subconscious mind accepts these images as real, and the divine intelligence within orchestrates events and conditions to align with this higher vision. Repetition and consistency are essential in this practice. Daily visualization, coupled with faith and affirmation, strengthens the mental patterns necessary for healing. Begin each day with a clear mental image of your health, your vitality, and your divine protection. As you go about your day, return to this visualization whenever doubt, fear, or pain arises. Before sleep, reaffirm the image of complete restoration, allowing the subconscious mind to continue its work during the hours of rest. In this way, visualization becomes a continuous channel for divine energy, flowing effortlessly into every aspect of your life. Beloved, let us also remember the principle of detachment. Visualization is most effective when it is done with faith, but without anxiety or attachment to the outcome. Do not demand or insist, simply see the healing, feel the restoration, and know that it is already accomplished. The mind, calm, focused, and aligned with divine will, allows the miraculous energy of Jesus Christ to manifest without obstruction. The act of visualization itself is an affirmation of trust, surrender, and faith in the infinite intelligence that governs all life. Consider the mind as a magnetic field. Every image you hold, every thought you dwell upon, every affirmation you repeat, creates a vibration that attracts corresponding conditions. Visualize health, attract vitality. Visualize peace, attract serenity. Visualize joy, attract happiness. The mind, aligned with the presence of Jesus, becomes a perfect magnet for divine energy. Nothing outside of you can diminish the effect of this inner visualization, for the power of Christ within is infinite, unchanging, and ever-present. Beloved, as you practice visualization, do so with gratitude. Feel the healing light as a gift, a divine flow of love and intelligence. Gratitude amplifies the effect, elevating your vibration and deepening the connection with Jesus Christ. Thank Him for the restoration already in progress, for the wholeness that is becoming manifest, for the peace and vitality that now fills your being. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst, opening the subconscious mind to receive the fullest measure of divine blessing. Finally, remember that visualization is not a substitute for divine reality. It is a bridge to it. The images you hold in your mind are sacred, living seeds of divine power. As you see yourself healed, as you feel yourself restored, as you trust in the presence of Jesus Christ within, the miraculous unfolds naturally and effortlessly. Every cell, every thought, every emotion aligns with the divine, creating a life of perfect health, balance, and spiritual harmony. Live in this consciousness, beloved. Visualize daily. Affirm with faith. Feel the presence of Jesus within, and trust in the perfection of His work. Your mind is a powerful instrument, your imagination a divine tool, and Jesus Christ, the infinite healer, who responds to every act of faith through visualization. You participate actively in your own restoration, co-creating with the infinite intelligence of God. The light of Christ transforms, heals, and uplifts. It is always present, always available, and infinitely powerful. As you embrace this practice, you will know complete restoration of body, mind, and spirit. You will walk in the assurance that divine healing is not only possible, it is your present reality, manifest now in the perfect light of Jesus Christ within you. Beloved, as we continue to immerse ourselves in the miraculous principles of healing and restoration through the presence of Jesus Christ, it is vital to recognize the extraordinary power of affirmations. Affirmations are more than words. They are spiritual commands, powerful declarations that impress the subconscious mind and align it with divine truth. Every word we speak, every thought we dwell upon, leaves an imprint upon the subconscious mind, which is a faithful servant, ever obedient, ever responsive to the inner instructions we provide. When these instructions are rooted in faith, love, and divine consciousness, they manifest in the physical, emotional, and spiritual realms, bringing about profound transformation. To understand the power of affirmations is to understand one of the most potent tools for healing, peace, and abundance that Jesus Christ has made available to every child of God. The mind, when aligned with Christ, is a perfect receiver and transmitter of divine intelligence. Consider that your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between truth and imagination. It responds to what you impress upon it with faith and emotion. Therefore, when you affirm with conviction, I am healed, I am whole, I am filled with divine light and health, these words are not empty sounds. They are commands to the infinite intelligence within you. Every organ, every cell, every system in your body responds to this divine instruction. The energy of Christ flows through every part of your being, dissolving discord, tension, and disease, and replacing them with vitality, harmony, and perfect balance. Affirmations are most effective when spoken with faith, repeated consistently, and felt with deep conviction. It is not enough to say the words mechanically, they must be felt as truth within the heart. Picture the affirmation as a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Nurture it with faith, water it with emotion, and allow it to grow into a living reality. As you repeat the affirmation, visualize it permeating every cell, every thought, every emotion. The subconscious mind, recognizing this as reality, begins to adjust every system in the body to conform to this higher state of health and harmony. Beloved, the timing of affirmations is also important. Begin your day with affirmations that set the tone for your consciousness. Speak them upon waking when the mind is most receptive, when the influence of the subconscious is strongest. Repeat them during the day whenever negative thoughts or fear arise, and end the day with affirmations that reinforce the truth of your divine inheritance. Statements such as, I am filled with the light and healing power of Jesus Christ. Every cell in my body vibrates with health and vitality. My mind is clear, my heart is at peace, and my spirit is aligned with God. Impress deeply upon the subconscious mind. Through repetition, conviction, and visualization, these affirmations become self-fulfilling prophecies. Affirmations work in harmony with visualization. As you speak your affirmations, picture the healing light of Jesus Christ flowing through your body, mind, and spirit. See the light dissolving any trace of illness, negativity, or discord. Imagine every organ functioning perfectly, every thought aligned with peace, every emotion harmonized with love. The union of verbal affirmation and mental imagery activates the subconscious mind to bring forth this reality in the physical world. It is a process of co-creation with divine intelligence, in which the mind, heart, and spirit work in unison with Jesus Christ. Beloved, it is crucial to understand the emotional component of affirmations. The subconscious mind responds not only to the words, but to the feeling behind them. Affirm with feeling. Feel the joy of being fully healed, the peace of being protected, the love of being aligned with divine consciousness. Emotion is the bridge that connects the conscious mind with the subconscious. And when combined with faith and affirmation, it magnifies the power of the spoken word 1,000-fold. Each affirmation, charged with emotion and belief, becomes a living force, capable of transforming your body, mind, and life. It is also important to recognize that affirmations can neutralize fear and negativity. When anxiety, doubt, or worry arises, consciously replace these thoughts with affirmative statements of divine truth. Instead of dwelling on disease, limitation, or failure, repeat, I am healed, I am whole, I am guided and protected by Jesus Christ. All negativity dissolves in the light of His love. By consciously substituting fear with faith, doubt with belief, and limitation with divine possibility, you retrain the subconscious mind, replacing old patterns of thought with new patterns of health, peace, and abundance. Affirmations also cultivate spiritual alignment. When you affirm the presence of Jesus Christ within, you are not merely seeking physical healing. You are aligning every aspect of your being with divine will. Statements such as, Jesus Christ guides me, protects me, and restores me completely, remind the mind and spirit of the eternal truth that divine intelligence governs every aspect of life. As you align your conscious awareness with this truth, your subconscious mind orchestrates conditions that reflect health, harmony, protection, and spiritual growth. Beloved, consistency and patience are essential in this practice. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, the impressions made upon the subconscious mind require nurturing, repetition, and faith. Do not be discouraged if immediate results are not visible. The subconscious mind works in harmony with divine law, manifesting outcomes in perfect timing, according to the infinite intelligence of Jesus Christ. Trust, faith, and unwavering belief ensure that your affirmations take root, grow, and bear the fruit of healing, peace, and spiritual alignment. Furthermore, affirmations empower the conscious mind to overcome habitual negative thought patterns. Many people are unconsciously conditioned to fear illness, poverty, failure, or loss. Affirmations, when practiced diligently, retrain the mind, dissolving these old patterns and replacing them with thoughts of health, success, abundance, and divine protection. By consciously choosing the words, thoughts, and images you focus upon, you become an active participant in your own healing and restoration. Beloved, the ultimate power of affirmation lies in its ability to unify the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and divine presence. Every affirmation spoken with faith is a bridge between your limited conscious awareness and the infinite intelligence of Jesus Christ within. The subconscious mind, ever obedient, translates these affirmations into physical, mental, and emotional reality. The divine presence amplifies the effect, bringing about miraculous changes that surpass the expectations of the conscious mind. As you continue to practice affirmations, feel the joy and gratitude for the healing and guidance you receive. Gratitude magnifies the power of your words, deepening the connection with the divine. Seep in filled with certainty. I am grateful for the healing light of Jesus Christ flowing through me. Every organ, every cell, every thought is aligned with divine health and harmony. I am safe, I am protected, and I am restored in every way. Gratitude transforms affirmations into a sacred act of co-creation, inviting infinite blessings into your life. Finally, remember, beloved, that affirmations are not limited to physical healing alone. They extend to emotional balance, spiritual growth, and protection from all negativity. Every affirmation spoken with faith aligns your entire being with divine consciousness. They are living seeds of transformation, planting in your mind and heart the reality of perfect health, peace, and harmony. As you practice daily, you will find that illness, doubt, fear, and limitation gradually vanish, replaced by vitality, clarity, love, and joy. Your life becomes a testament to the miraculous power of Jesus Christ within you, and every word, every thought, and every affirmation contributes to this divine reality. Live in this consciousness, beloved. Affirm daily, visualize with faith, feel the presence of Jesus within, and trust in the perfection of His work. Affirmations are the instruments of divine creation. Through them, your mind, body, and spirit are restored, healed, and harmonized. They are your pathway to freedom, joy, health, and spiritual enlightenment. Use them with faith, conviction, and love, and witness the miraculous power of Christ manifesting in every aspect of your life. Beloved, as we move deeper into the miraculous realm of healing through the presence of Jesus Christ, it is essential to understand the profound power of faith in transforming every aspect of our lives. Faith is not merely a passive belief, it is an active force, a living energy that connects the human consciousness with the infinite intelligence of God. It is through faith that the invisible power of Jesus Christ manifests in our bodies, minds, and spirits, dissolving limitations, restoring harmony, and bringing wholeness where once there was discord. Faith is the key that unlocks the door to the miraculous. Without faith, the mind and body remain bound by the illusion of limitation. But with faith, every cell, every thought, and every emotion aligns with divine intelligence, producing miraculous results. Faith, beloved, begins in the mind that must be felt in the heart. It is not enough to intellectually acknowledge that Jesus Christ heals, protects, and restores. One must feel it as a living truth, as a current of energy flowing through every part of one's being. When you cultivate faith, you create a magnetic force that draws divine power into every aspect of your life. The subconscious mind, which governs every function of the body, every emotion, and every mental pattern, responds instantly to faith. It accepts as true what the conscious mind believes with conviction and acts upon it, orchestrating events, circumstances, and bodily functions in alignment with divine will. Beloved, consider the role of faith in physical healing. The body is not merely a biological machine. It is a living expression of consciousness. Illness, pain, and dysfunction often arise from deeply held beliefs, fears, and unresolved emotions. When faith is applied, these beliefs are dissolved, replaced by the recognition of the divine presence within. Picture yourself filled with the light of Jesus Christ. See your cells vibrant, energized, and functioning perfectly. Feel this light as it restores balance, eliminates toxins, and strengthens your immune system. Faith activates the innate intelligence of the body, harmonizing every function, dissolving disease, and restoring vitality. Faith also plays a crucial role in emotional and mental healing. Anxiety, depression, fear, and doubt are not permanent realities. They are temporary conditions influenced by thought patterns and beliefs. By consciously applying faith, one can transcend these limitations. Affirm with conviction, I am filled with the light and presence of Jesus Christ. My mind is clear, my heart is peaceful, and my spirit is free. Repeat these affirmations with feeling. Visualize yourself serene and joyful, and trust that the subconscious mind is orchestrating a complete transformation. Faith is the bridge that allows divine energy to flow freely, replacing worry with peace, confusion with clarity, and sadness with joy. Beloved, faith must be unwavering and persistent. Doubt diminishes its power. Every time you waver, every time you allow fear or skepticism to enter, the flow of divine energy is temporarily blocked. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a steadfast inner conviction that Jesus Christ is present, that healing is occurring, and that every circumstance is being directed by divine intelligence. Even when the senses suggest limitation or when the body appears weak, maintain the faith that restoration is already complete. Faith does not depend upon the evidence of the senses. It is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of unseen realities. Visualization and affirmation work hand in hand with faith. As you visualize health, vitality, and divine protection, allow faith to breathe life into the image. See yourself strong, happy, and whole. Imagine the presence of Jesus Christ filling every cell, every thought, and every emotion with healing light. As you affirm with faith, I am completely healed, I am protected, I am filled with divine peace and joy. Feel these words as living realities within your being. The combination of visualization, affirmation, and faith creates a powerful magnetic field, attracting the full expression of divine healing into your life. Beloved, faith also transforms our experience of life's challenges. Circumstances that appear overwhelming, situations that seem insurmountable, and events that provoke fear can all be transmuted through faith. When we hold a firm belief in the presence and power of Jesus Christ, we recognize that no condition, no illness, no limitation has the power to stand against the divine intelligence within us. Faith allows us to move through adversity with courage, clarity, and serenity. It is not passive resignation, it is the active knowing that the power of Christ within is greater than any external force. Prayer is an expression of faith in action. When you pray, do so with absolute conviction that your request is already granted. Speak as though the healing, protection, and restoration have already manifested. Feel the presence of Jesus Christ as you pray, and trust that divine intelligence is orchestrating every detail in perfect order. Faith in prayer is like a flame that ignites the subconscious mind, setting into motion the infinite power of God to restore, protect, and uplift every aspect of your life. Beloved, consider also the transformative effect of faith on the subconscious mind. The subconscious is impartial and obedient. It manifests whatever is impressed upon it with conviction. Faith impresses the truth of divine healing, wholeness, and protection upon the subconscious, which then governs bodily functions, emotions, and mental patterns in alignment with this truth. Over time, faith rewires habitual thought patterns, replacing fear, doubt, and limitation with confidence, clarity, and harmony. The mind becomes a sanctuary of peace, the heart a vessel of love, and the body a temple of health. Faith, beloved, must also be accompanied by gratitude. Express gratitude for the healing, protection, and guidance you receive. Feel the joy and thankfulness for the work of Jesus Christ in your life. Gratitude amplifies faith, strengthens the subconscious impressions, and creates an even greater flow of divine energy. As you express thanks, you recognize the reality of the blessings already present, reinforcing the truth that the miraculous is not distant. It is here now within you. Beloved, unwavering faith creates an inner certainty that cannot be shaken by circumstances. Even when the body appears weak, even when the mind is troubled, and even when external conditions seem contrary, faith remains steadfast. This inner certainty is magnetic, drawing divine intelligence into every situation, every thought, and every cell of the body. It is a consciousness that knows no limitation, that trusts in the infinite power of Jesus Christ, and that experiences the miraculous as the natural expression of life. Faith also opens the heart to the continuous flow of divine energy. As faith grows, resistance dissolves, and the mind, body, and spirit become conduits for the healing, protective, and transformative power of Jesus Christ. Every affirmation spoken in faith, every visualization held with conviction, every prayer uttered with belief becomes a channel for divine miracles. Illness fades, fear disappears, and joy, peace, and vitality take their rightful place. Finally, beloved, remember that faith is not a passive hope, but an active force. It is the conscious recognition of the infinite presence and power of Jesus Christ within you. It is the knowledge that you are always guided, protected, and restored by divine intelligence. As you cultivate unwavering faith, coupled with visualization, affirmation, gratitude, and prayer, you will experience profound transformation. The mind becomes serene, the emotions balanced, the body vibrant, and the spirit luminous. You will know that the miraculous is not an extraordinary event, but the natural expression of a mind, heart, and life aligned with the presence of Jesus Christ. Live in this faith, beloved. Trust completely, affirm constantly, visualize vividly, and pray with conviction. Allow the power of Jesus Christ to flow freely through every cell, every thought, every emotion, and every action. Faith is the bridge that unites human mind with the infinite intelligence of God. Through it, miracles are not only possible, they are inevitable. As you embrace this truth, you will find yourself walking in perfect health, peace, joy, and divine protection, knowing that the presence of Jesus Christ within is your eternal guide, healer, and source of all life's blessing. Beloved, as we continue to delve into the miraculous healing power of Jesus Christ, it is vital to understand the profound influence of the subconscious mind in the process of total restoration. The subconscious mind is the storehouse of infinite wisdom, divine intelligence, and unlimited power. It is constantly at work, orchestrating every function of the body, regulating every emotion, and shaping every thought. The key to accessing this limitless power is the conscious recognition and alignment with Jesus Christ, whose presence illuminates the subconscious mind, transforming it into a conduit of divine healing, protection, and spiritual renewal. The subconscious mind obeys the commands and images impressed upon it with faith and emotion. When these impressions are in harmony with divine truth, the result is miraculous. The body is healed, the mind is calmed, and the spirit is uplifted. Beloved, it is important to realize that the subconscious mind cannot judge or question. It simply manifests whatever is impressed upon it. If fear, doubt, or anxiety is repeatedly impressed, the body and mind respond accordingly, creating tension, illness, and imbalance. Conversely, when faith, love, and the presence of Jesus Christ are impressed upon the subconscious, it responds with perfect wisdom, orchestrating healing, harmony, and peace. Imagine, if you will, a vast reservoir of divine energy within you, ready to flow, ready to restore, ready to harmonize every aspect of your being. Your conscious thoughts, guided by faith, serve as the channel through which this infinite intelligence operates. Visualization is one of the most effective tools to impress the subconscious mind. Picture yourself in perfect health, every organ functioning flawlessly, every cell vibrant with energy, every thought serene and focused. Feel the warmth and light of Jesus Christ flowing through your body, dissolving every trace of illness, tension, or negativity. The subconscious mind does not differentiate between imagination and reality. It simply accepts the vivid, emotionally charged image as truth and begins to manifest it in your life. Through this process, the body heals, the mind calms, and the spirit awakens to its divine potential. Affirmations also play a vital role in influencing the subconscious. Speak with conviction. Every cell of my body is perfectly healthy. My mind is clear. My heart is peaceful. And my spirit is in perfect harmony with Jesus Christ. All negativity dissolves in His light. Repeat these affirmations daily, morning and evening, and infuse them with faith and feeling. The subconscious mind receives these affirmations as absolute truth, aligning your entire being with the divine pattern of health, joy, and protection. Over time, these statements transform habitual thought patterns, replacing fear, doubt, and limitation with confidence, serenity, and wholeness. Beloved, emotional healing is intimately connected with the subconscious mind. Emotions, whether positive or negative, are powerful energies that influence physical health, mental clarity, and spiritual alignment. Anxiety, resentment, fear, and grief create disharmony and tension within the body, whereas love, peace, faith, and forgiveness restore balance and vitality. When you consciously impress the subconscious with images and affirmations of divine healing, it begins to release all negative emotional patterns, replacing them with feelings of peace, joy, and spiritual security. This emotional equilibrium strengthens the body, enhances mental clarity, and opens the spirit to higher guidance. Prayer is a direct method of communicating with the subconscious mind and aligning it with divine will. When you pray, speak with faith and conviction, as though your request has already been granted. Say, Jesus Christ, I am healed, I am protected, I am filled with divine light and peace. Feel these words deeply. The subconscious mind responds instantly, orchestrating the body, emotions, and mind in accordance with the truth you have impressed upon it. Through prayer, faith, and visualization, the subconscious mind becomes a faithful servant, bringing forth healing, harmony, and divine guidance in every area of your life. Beloved, forgiveness is another essential aspect of subconscious healing. Holding on to resentment, anger, or judgment creates blockages in the flow of divine energy. The subconscious mind records these negative emotions, which manifest as tension, illness, and disharmony. By forgiving yourself and others, you release these blockages, allowing the healing light of Jesus Christ to flow freely. Visualize the release of all negativity. See it absorbed into the radiant light of Christ. And affirm, I forgive and release all resentment. My heart is pure, my mind is peaceful, and my body is restored. This process purifies the subconscious mind, replacing fear and negativity with love, faith, and harmony. Beloved, the subconscious mind also governs habits, attitudes, and patterns of behavior. Repeatedly impress upon it the truth of divine protection, guidance, and restoration. Whenever you encounter fear, doubt, or limitation, immediately replace it with faith, visualization, and affirmation. The subconscious mind absorbs these impressions and gradually restructures your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in alignment with divine principles. The result is a life of health, confidence, peace, and spiritual empowerment. Gratitude is a powerful tool for reinforcing the subconscious mind. When you focus on the blessings, the miracles, and the divine presence in your life, you elevate your vibration and strengthen the impressions upon your subconscious. Express gratitude daily. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for my healing, my protection, my peace, and my restoration. Gratitude amplifies the effectiveness of affirmations and visualization, deepening the alignment with divine intelligence and ensuring that your subconscious mind remains receptive to healing and guidance. Beloved, it is essential to understand the law of substitution in subconscious healing. Negative thoughts, emotions, and patterns cannot be eradicated by suppression or denial. They are replaced by higher, positive states. When fear arises, consciously substitute it with faith. When anger or resentment surfaces, replace it with love and forgiveness. When anxiety threatens, replace it with peace and gratitude. Jesus Christ provides the energy, power, and guidance to make this substitution effortless. By repeatedly impressing the subconscious mind with these higher states, you create lasting change, transforming every aspect of your being. The subconscious mind is also sensitive to rhythm, repetition, and consistency. Daily practice of visualization, affirmation, prayer, and gratitude strengthens the impressions, making them more powerful and enduring. Over time, these practices restructure the subconscious mind to operate in alignment with divine truth, resulting in automatic expressions of health, vitality, peace, and spiritual awareness. The subconscious mind becomes a faithful channel for the miraculous, responding instantly and perfectly to every faithful impression. Beloved, remember that the subconscious mind is a bridge between the human consciousness and the infinite intelligence of Jesus Christ. By impressing it with faith, love, visualization, affirmation, prayer, and gratitude, you activate a limitless source of healing, protection, and spiritual guidance. The mind, body, and spirit work in perfect harmony, and the presence of Jesus Christ within ensures that every cell, thought, and emotion is aligned with divine law. This alignment is the key to total restoration and the manifestation of miracles in every area of life. Finally, live daily in this consciousness. Speak words of healing. See the light of Christ in every situation. Feel the presence of divine energy and trust in the infinite power working through you. Allow the subconscious mind to absorb these impressions and act upon them, orchestrating your life in perfect harmony with the divine. Health, peace, protection, and spiritual restoration are your natural inheritance. Through the conscious use of faith, visualization, affirmation, prayer, forgiveness, and gratitude, the subconscious mind becomes a sacred instrument of the miraculous, continually transforming your life in accordance with the will and presence of Jesus Christ within you. Beloved, as we continue on this journey of divine healing through the presence of Jesus Christ, it is crucial to recognize the extraordinary role of the spoken word in shaping our health, mind, and spirit. Words are not merely symbols or sounds. They are carriers of energy, vibrations that impress the subconscious mind and influence every cell in the body. The Bible says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." When we speak in alignment with divine truth, faith, and love, we are activating the miraculous power of Jesus Christ within us. Each word of affirmation, gratitude, or healing carries with it the energy that can restore balance, dissolve illness, calm the mind, and uplift the spirit. The subconscious mind, which governs bodily functions, emotions, and mental patterns, responds instantaneously to the words we speak with conviction and feeling. When you speak affirmations of health, vitality, and divine protection, your subconscious mind accepts these words as reality and begins to orchestrate circumstances, energy, and physical functions accordingly. This is not merely metaphorical. It is a precise and natural law of the mind. Every cell in your body resonates with the vibrations of your words, and when these words are rooted in faith and the presence of Jesus Christ, they become instruments of divine restoration. Beloved, consider the practice of speaking words of healing over your body. I am healed, I am whole, I am filled with the light and presence of Jesus Christ. Every cell in my body functions perfectly. Every organ works harmoniously, and every system operates in divine order. As you speak these words, visualize the energy of Christ flowing through every part of you, dissolving tension, illness, and imbalance. Feel the power of the spoken word as it activates the intelligence of your subconscious mind, bringing your body into perfect alignment with divine law. This combination of speech, visualization, and faith creates a powerful dynamic, allowing miraculous healing to unfold naturally and effortlessly. Beloved, the spoken word also influences emotional and mental health. Words of fear, doubt, or resentment, when repeated, leave deep impressions upon the subconscious mind, manifesting as anxiety, depression, or disharmony. Conversely, words of faith, love, forgiveness, and gratitude transform the emotional landscape, creating calm, peace, and inner security. Speak words of love and peace to yourself and others, affirming the presence of Jesus Christ in every situation. I am calm. I am protected. I am surrounded by divine love. All negativity dissolves in the light of Jesus Christ. As you repeat these words, your subconscious mind begins to structure your thoughts, emotions, and actions according to these higher principles, creating a life filled with harmony and joy. Prayer is one of the most profound uses of the spoken word. When you pray with faith, you are not merely asking for divine assistance. You are commanding the subconscious mind to align with divine intelligence. Speak your prayers as though the outcome is already accomplished. Jesus Christ, I am healed, I am safe, I am whole. Every cell, every thought, every emotion is restored by your light and love. Feel these words deeply, believe them completely, and trust that the divine intelligence within you is orchestrating your healing. Prayer spoken with faith carries an energy that activates the subconscious mind and attracts the miraculous into every area of your life. Beloved, It is also essential to understand the role of repetition and the power of the spoken word. The subconscious mind responds most effectively to repeated impression. Daily repetition of healing affirmations, prayers, and declarations strengthens the mental patterns necessary for transformation. Morning and evening, as you speak words of divine truth, visualize the light of Christ flowing through your body, mind, and spirit. Repeat them with feeling, conviction, and faith. Over time, these repeated impressions restructure the subconscious mind, dissolving old limitations and creating a permanent pattern of health, harmony, and spiritual alignment. Gratitude, when spoken aloud, amplifies the effect of the spoken word. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for my healing, for my protection, for the peace and joy that fill my life. Feel the warmth of gratitude as you speak. Gratitude opens the heart, elevates your vibration, and enhances the connection with divine energy. When words of affirmation, visualization, prayer, and gratitude are combined, they form a symphony of divine energy that flows through your entire being, restoring, harmonizing, and uplifting every cell, thought, and emotion. Beloved, forgiveness spoken aloud is also a transformative act. Holding on to resentment or anger creates blockages in the flow of divine energy. By declaring, I forgive and release all resentment, my heart is free, my mind is calm, and my body is healed by the presence of Jesus Christ, you impress the subconscious mind with truth, dissolving negative emotional patterns and allowing divine energy to flow freely. The spoken word here acts as a bridge, connecting conscious intention with subconscious power and creating a profound shift in mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Faith and emotion are inseparable companions to the spoken word. Words spoken without feeling have little impact upon the subconscious mind. When you speak, feel the reality of your statements. Speak with the certainty that healing is already accomplished. Feel the joy, peace, and love associated with being restored, and the subconscious mind will manifest these conditions in your life. Words combined with visualization, prayer, and faith become a potent force, drawing the miraculous power of Jesus Christ into every aspect of your being. Beloved, the spoken word also serves as a shield against negativity. Whenever fear, doubt, or external negativity arises, counter it immediately with words of faith, protection, and divine presence. I am surrounded by the light and love of Jesus Christ. All negativity dissolves. I am healed, safe, and free. The subconscious mind absorbs these impressions, and the divine intelligence within you aligns every circumstance, thought, and cell to reflect this higher truth. The spoken word, therefore, becomes a daily practice of empowerment, protection, and restoration. Beloved, it is vital to remember that words have the power not only to heal, but to create. The life you live is largely determined by the words you speak and the images you hold in your mind. Speak words of hope, love, faith, and restoration, and your life will mirror these truths. Avoid words of fear, limitation, or complaint, for they too leave impressions that the subconscious mind manifests. Instead, consistently choose words that align with the healing, abundant, and harmonious life that Jesus Christ has made available to you. Finally, beloved, speak your words with faith, feeling, and gratitude. Affirm daily, visualize vividly, pray earnestly, and declare forgiveness and love. Allow the spoken word to become an instrument of divine creation, restoring your body, mind, and spirit. As you align every word with faith, conviction, and the presence of Jesus Christ within you, miraculous healing unfolds naturally and effortlessly. Every cell, every thought, every emotion resonates with divine energy. The spoken word becomes a living conduit to the miraculous, demonstrating that health, peace, and spiritual restoration are not only possible, but are your present reality, manifest through the infinite power of Jesus Christ. Beloved, as we journey deeper into the divine principles of healing and restoration through Jesus Christ, it is essential to recognize the extraordinary power of surrender and trust. The human mind, while a magnificent instrument of creativity, often struggles with worry, doubt, and the desire to control outcomes. Yet, when we consciously surrender our fears, our anxieties, and our limitations to the loving hands of Jesus Christ, we create a divine channel through which infinite intelligence and healing energy can flow. Surrender is not an act of weakness. It is an acknowledgement of the infinite power within, a conscious recognition that divine intelligence governs every aspect of life. When you surrender, you release resistance, and allow the miraculous to manifest naturally in the body, mind, and spirit. Beloved, trust is the companion of surrender. To trust in the presence and power of Jesus Christ is to know deep within that every cell of your body, every thought of your mind, and every emotion of your heart is under the guidance of divine intelligence. Trust removes fear, dissolves doubt, and creates the fertile soil in which healing, peace, and spiritual growth can flourish. Consider the mind as a vessel. When it is filled with fear, it cannot receive divine energy. But when it is emptied of resistance, fear, and worry, it becomes a receptive channel for the healing, restorative, and protective power of Jesus Christ. Surrender begins with conscious recognition. Acknowledge your limitations, your fears, and your doubts, but do not dwell upon them. Bring them before the presence of Jesus Christ and say, I release all fear, all worry, and all limitation into your loving hands. I trust in your infinite wisdom and divine power to restore me completely. As you speak these words with faith, feel the tension, the resistance, and the burden dissolve. Imagine a golden light flowing from Christ's heart into yours, filling every corner of your being with peace, clarity, and vitality. This act of surrender activates the subconscious mind to align with divine law, orchestrating every cell, organ, and thought in harmony with healing and restoration. Beloved, surrender is most powerful when paired with visualization. Picture yourself in perfect health, every organ functioning flawlessly, every thought serene, every emotion balanced. See the light of Jesus Christ flowing through your body, mind, and spirit, dissolving all tension, fear, and disharmony. As you visualize, affirm with conviction, I am healed, I am whole, I am restored by the infinite power of Jesus Christ. The combination of surrender, visualization, and affirmation communicates directly with the subconscious mind, which then manifests these conditions in the physical, emotional, and spiritual realms. Faith is the sustaining force in surrender. When you surrender, you must trust that the divine intelligence within you is continuously working for your highest good. Do not attempt to control or manipulate the outcome. Simply know that Jesus Christ is present, that healing is occurring, and that every circumstance is being directed by divine law. Even when external conditions appear challenging, maintain the unwavering belief that restoration, protection, and peace are already accomplished. Faith transforms surrender from a passive act into an active partnership with the infinite presence of Christ within. Beloved, surrender also requires forgiveness. Often, we hold on to anger, resentment, or judgment, consciously or unconsciously attempting to control others or ourselves. These emotions create blockages in the flow of divine energy and prevent full restoration. By surrendering and forgiving, you release these blockages and invite the healing power of Christ to flow freely. Affirm, I forgive and release all resentment. I surrender all negativity, Jesus Christ. My heart, mind, and body are restored and harmonized in His light. This conscious act of forgiveness clears emotional and mental pathways, allowing divine energy to permeate every cell of your being. Surrender extends beyond the personal body and mind. It encompasses life circumstances, relationships, and the world around you. When you consciously release attachment to outcomes, knowing that Jesus Christ governs all, you experience profound peace and clarity. Trust that every event, every encounter, and every situation is being orchestrated for your highest good. Let go of worry, fear, and control, and affirm, I surrender all situations to the wisdom and love of Jesus Christ. I trust completely in His guidance and protection. As you do this, the subconscious mind aligns with divine intelligence, producing harmony, resolution, and miraculous outcomes in every area of life. Beloved, the practice of surrender also strengthens resilience. Life may present challenges, illnesses, or conflicts, but surrender allows you to remain centered, calm, and empowered. By releasing control and trusting in the presence of Christ, you conserve mental and emotional energy, allowing divine intelligence to work unhindered. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, transformation, and demonstration of divine power. The body responds with vitality, the mind with clarity, and the spirit with joy and peace. Prayer is an essential tool in surrender. Speak to Jesus Christ with faith and humility, saying, I surrender all my fears, limitations, and burdens to you. Fill me with your light, your love, and your healing energy. Restore my body, mind, and spirit to perfect harmony. As you pray, feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. Feel the calm enveloping your mind, and feel the healing light energizing every cell. The subconscious mind receives these impressions, and divine intelligence moves effortlessly to manifest the reality of your prayer. Gratitude magnifies the power of surrender. As you release fear and doubt, give thanks for the healing, protection, and guidance already in motion. Say, thank you, Jesus Christ, for your presence, your love, and your restoration. Thank you for the peace, joy, and vitality flowing through me now. Gratitude elevates your consciousness, reinforces the impressions upon the subconscious mind, and amplifies the flow of divine energy. It transforms surrender from an act of letting go into a celebration of divine partnership. Beloved, surrender and trust are not one-time acts. They are daily practices. Begin each day by consciously surrendering to the presence of Jesus Christ, affirming, visualizing, and feeling the reality of your restored health, peace, and protection. Throughout the day, whenever fear, doubt, or tension arises, repeat the act of surrender, release the situation, and trust in divine guidance. End each day with gratitude, recognizing the healing, clarity, and harmony that have unfolded. Through consistent practice, surrender and trust become a natural state of consciousness, allowing the miraculous presence of Jesus Christ to flow uninterrupted through every aspect of your life. Beloved, surrender aligns the conscious mind with the subconscious mind and the infinite intelligence of Christ. It removes resistance, dissolves fear, and creates a clear channel for divine energy to flow. Every thought, every emotion, and every cell is influenced by this alignment, resulting in profound healing, emotional balance, mental clarity, and spiritual upliftment. By surrendering fully, you experience the effortless power of divine intelligence working in and through you, bringing about miraculous restoration and wholeness. Finally, live in this consciousness daily. Surrender your fears, your doubts, your burdens, and your limitations to Jesus Christ. Trust completely in His presence, His power, and His guidance. Affirm your healing. Visualize your restored health. Feel the peace and joy of divine alignment, and express gratitude for the miracles already manifesting. Through the conscious practice of surrender and trust, the body, mind, and spirit become instruments of divine restoration. Health, vitality, peace, and spiritual harmony are your natural inheritance, made manifest through the infinite power and presence of Jesus Christ within you. Beloved, as we continue our journey into the miraculous power of Jesus Christ for healing the body, mind, and spirit, it is vital to recognize the extraordinary role of inner peace in manifesting total restoration. Peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is a profound state of alignment with divine intelligence, a conscious recognition that the presence of Jesus Christ governs every aspect of our being and every circumstance in our lives. Inner peace creates a fertile environment for the body to heal, for the mind to function clearly, and for the spirit to awaken to its divine potential. It is in this state of calm and serenity that the miraculous power of Christ flows unobstructed, transforming every cell, every thought, and every emotion. Beloved, the subconscious mind thrives in an atmosphere of peace. When the mind is calm, when anxiety and fear are absent, the subconscious mind operates in harmony with divine intelligence, orchestrating health, balance, and restoration. Conversely, tension, worry, and agitation create resistance, blocking the flow of healing energy. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate inner peace, consciously through prayer, affirmation, visualization, and the acknowledgement of Jesus Christ's constant presence within. Say to yourself, I am at peace. Jesus Christ fills my mind, body, and spirit with calm and divine harmony. Repeat this with conviction, and feel the truth of it resonate in every fiber of your being. Visualization is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. Picture yourself surrounded by a radiant light, the light of Jesus Christ, flowing through your body, your mind, and your heart. Imagine this light dissolving every trace of fear, doubt, and tension. See yourself in perfect health, every organ functioning harmoniously, every thought serene, every emotion balanced. Feel the warmth and love of Christ permeating your being, bringing with it a profound sense of safety, security, and peace. As you engage in this practice regularly, your subconscious mind accepts this image as reality, creating a powerful and lasting state of inner serenity that supports healing and spiritual growth. Beloved, affirmations are also essential in establishing and maintaining inner peace. Speak words of faith, love, and calmness with conviction. I am filled with the peace of Jesus Christ. My mind is clear, my heart is tranquil, and my body is restored in divine harmony. Repeat these affirmations daily, infusing them with feeling and belief. The subconscious mind receives these impressions as absolute truth, aligning every aspect of your being with the energy of peace. Over time, affirmations reshape habitual thought patterns, replacing fear, anxiety, and negativity with serenity, confidence, and trust in divine intelligence. Prayer is another powerful method for accessing inner peace. When you pray, do so with complete faith, speaking directly to the presence of Jesus Christ within. Jesus Christ, fill me with your peace. Calm my mind, restore my body, and align my spirit with your divine presence. Speak as though your request has already been answered, feeling the reality of peace, wholeness, and harmony as you pray. The subconscious mind responds instantly, aligning body, mind, and spirit with the divine truth of your prayer. This practice not only brings immediate tranquility, but also establishes a lasting pattern of inner peace that becomes a natural state of being. Beloved, forgiveness is closely linked to inner peace. Holding on to resentment, anger, or judgment creates tension and blocks the flow of divine energy. The subconscious mind records these negative emotions, which manifest as physical, mental, and emotional disharmony. By consciously forgiving yourself and others, you release these blockages and invite the healing and calming presence of Jesus Christ into your life. Say, I forgive and release all resentment. I am at peace. My mind, body, and spirit are restored in the light of Jesus Christ. This conscious act purifies the subconscious mind and allows divine energy to flow freely, creating a profound sense of serenity and balance. Beloved, the practice of gratitude amplifies inner peace. When you focus on the blessings, the miracles, and the divine presence in your life, your consciousness elevates, reinforcing impressions upon the subconscious mind and opening the heart to receive even more divine energy. Express gratitude daily. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for your peace, your healing, your guidance, and your protection. Thank you for the calm and harmony flowing through my life now. Gratitude strengthens the alignment with divine intelligence, deepening the experience of inner tranquility and enhancing the effectiveness of visualization, affirmation, and prayer. Faith is inseparable from inner peace. When you trust completely in the presence and power of Jesus Christ, fear, doubt, and worry dissolve. You recognize that every circumstance, every challenge, and every experience is under divine guidance. This unwavering faith allows you to maintain serenity even in the midst of life's storms. Affirm, I trust completely in the guidance, protection, and power of Jesus Christ. I am safe, I am healed, I am at peace. As you repeat these statements with conviction and emotion, your subconscious mind aligns with divine law, manifesting circumstances and internal states that reflect this higher truth. Beloved, inner peace also strengthens resilience. When the mind and heart are calm, the body responds with greater vitality, the mind functions with clarity, and the spirit remains centered. Challenges, difficulties, and adversities are no longer sources of fear or tension. They become opportunities for growth, learning, and demonstration of divine power. The presence of Christ within allows you to navigate every situation with wisdom, grace, and serenity. Peace is both the foundation and the fruit of this alignment with divine intelligence. Visualization, affirmation, prayer, forgiveness, gratitude, and faith work together to create a lasting state of inner peace. Each reinforces the other, forming a harmonious pattern in the subconscious mind. As you cultivate this state, it becomes your natural condition. The body heals more easily, the mind functions with clarity and creativity, and the spirit experiences joy, freedom, and spiritual awakening. Inner peace is not a temporary state. It is a permanent alignment with the energy and presence of Jesus Christ within you. Beloved, inner peace also protects against negativity. When fear, doubt, or external conflict arises, counter it immediately with visualization, affirmations, prayer, and the recognition of Christ's presence. I am surrounded by the light and peace of Jesus Christ. All negativity dissolves. My mind, body, and spirit are calm and restored. The subconscious mind accepts these impressions, and divine intelligence aligns every circumstance and internal state to reflect this higher reality. The practice of maintaining inner peace strengthens immunity, balances emotions, and nurtures spiritual growth. Finally, beloved, live daily in the consciousness of inner peace. Begin each day by affirming, visualizing, and feeling the presence of Jesus Christ within. Pray for calm, serenity, and restoration, and express gratitude for the peace already present in your life. Release fear, doubt, and tension, trusting completely in divine guidance. Through the conscious cultivation of inner peace, the body, mind, and spirit are harmonized, healed, and aligned with divine intelligence. Peace becomes a living, breathing reality within you, allowing the miraculous power of Jesus Christ to flow freely and continuously, restoring, uplifting, and harmonizing every aspect of your life. Beloved, as we bring our journey of divine healing and restoration to its culmination, it is vital to understand the extraordinary principle of spiritual alignment in every aspect of life. Spiritual alignment is the conscious recognition and embodiment of the presence of Jesus Christ within. The understanding that the body, mind, and spirit are not separate entities, but unified instruments of divine intelligence. When you align consciously with this truth, the subconscious mind harmonizes every thought, every cell, every emotion, and every action with divine law. This alignment is the ultimate key to total healing, protection, emotional restoration, and spiritual fulfillment. It is through this alignment that miracles become the natural expression of life, not extraordinary events, but the effortless manifestation of divine intelligence working through you. Beloved, spiritual alignment begins with awareness. Acknowledge the presence of Jesus Christ in your life, within every cell of your body, within every thought of your mind, and within every emotion of your heart. Say to yourself, Jesus Christ is within me, guiding me, healing me, protecting me, and restoring me to perfect harmony. As you make this acknowledgement, feel the reality of His presence. The subconscious mind, which governs all aspects of your being, immediately responds to this recognition, orchestrating circumstances, energies, and internal functions in alignment with divine intelligence. Through this conscious awareness, the mind, body, and spirit operate as one harmonious whole, open to the flow of miraculous restoration. Visualization is an essential component of spiritual alignment. Picture the light of Jesus Christ flowing through every organ, every cell, and every thought. See this divine energy dissolving disease, tension, and discord, while simultaneously infusing the body, mind, and spirit with vitality, clarity, and joy. As you visualize, feel the presence of Christ as a living reality within you. Sense the healing light permeating your entire being, bringing every aspect of your life into perfect harmony. Visualization creates a blueprint for the subconscious mind, which then orchestrates the physical, emotional, and spiritual reality to match this higher vision. Affirmation is another indispensable tool in achieving spiritual alignment. Speak words of divine truth, healing, and restoration with conviction. I am in perfect alignment with Jesus Christ. My body is healthy, my mind is clear, my heart is at peace, and my spirit is radiant with divine light. I am protected, guided, and restored in every way. Repeat these affirmations daily, infusing them with faith and emotion. The subconscious mind accepts these statements as absolute reality, restructuring habitual thought patterns, emotional responses, and even bodily functions in harmony with divine law. Over time, these affirmations cultivate a permanent state of spiritual alignment, where every thought, action, and feeling resonates with divine presence. Beloved, prayer is the bridge that connects conscious intention with the infinite intelligence of Jesus Christ. Pray with faith, knowing that your words are not mere requests, but commands to the subconscious mind and the divine intelligence within. Speak with conviction. Jesus Christ, align my mind, body, and spirit with your divine will. Restore me completely. Guide me perfectly. Protect me fully. Fill me with your healing light and wisdom. Pray as though the restoration is already complete. Feel it, see it, believe it, and the subconscious mind will orchestrate your life to reflect this divine reality. Forgiveness is integral to spiritual alignment. Holding on to resentment, anger, or judgment blocks the flow of divine energy and creates disharmony in the body, mind, and spirit. By forgiving yourself and others, you release these blockages, creating a clear channel for the presence and power of Jesus Christ to flow freely. Speak aloud, I forgive and release all negativity. I am in perfect harmony with Jesus Christ. My mind, body, and spirit are restored in His light. Through forgiveness, the subconscious mind aligns with the higher truth of divine love, allowing miraculous restoration and harmony to permeate every aspect of your life. Beloved, gratitude magnifies spiritual alignment. By expressing thanks for the healing, guidance, and protection you receive, you elevate your consciousness and reinforce the impressions upon your subconscious mind. Daily affirm, thank you, Jesus Christ, for aligning my mind, body, and spirit with your divine presence. Thank you for my health, peace, and restoration. Gratitude deepens your awareness of divine truth, strengthens faith, and creates a continuous flow of energy that supports total healing and spiritual fulfillment. Faith is inseparable from alignment. To trust in the presence and power of Jesus Christ is to know that every thought, emotion, and action is guided by infinite intelligence. When faith is unwavering, the mind and body respond instantly to divine instruction. Fear, doubt, and limitation dissolve, leaving only clarity, strength, and harmony. Affirm with certainty, I trust completely in the presence and guidance of Jesus Christ. Every cell, thought, and emotion aligns perfectly with divine will. As these words resonate in your consciousness, your subconscious mind automatically orchestrates the physical, emotional, and spiritual reality in harmony with divine law. Beloved, spiritual alignment strengthens resilience. Life may present challenges, but when the mind, body, and spirit are unified in the presence of Jesus Christ, every difficulty becomes an opportunity for growth, healing, and demonstration of divine power. Alignment creates a state of inner balance and peace that allows you to navigate adversity with wisdom, clarity, and serenity. The body heals more rapidly, the mind thinks clearly, and the spirit remains centered regardless of external conditions. Visualization, affirmation, prayer, forgiveness, gratitude, and faith work together to create a permanent state of spiritual alignment. Each reinforces the other, forming a harmonious pattern within the subconscious mind. As you consistently practice these principles, they become an effortless, natural part of your consciousness. Health, peace, protection, and spiritual harmony flow continuously, not as extraordinary events, but as the natural expression of your alignment with Jesus Christ. Beloved, spiritual alignment also enhances your connection with the world around you. Your thoughts, words, and actions resonate with divine truth, influencing relationships, circumstances, and environments in harmony with divine law. By consciously aligning with Jesus Christ, you become a channel for healing, inspiration, and peace, radiating divine energy to others and creating harmonious conditions in every aspect of life. Finally, live daily in the consciousness of alignment. Begin each day by affirming, visualizing, and feeling the presence of Jesus Christ within you. Pray with faith, release all fear, doubt, and limitation, forgive freely, express gratitude, and trust completely in divine guidance. Allow every thought, emotion, and action to reflect this alignment. As you do, your body, mind, and spirit operate in perfect harmony, and the miraculous power of Jesus Christ manifests naturally and effortlessly. Healing, peace, protection, joy, and spiritual fulfillment become your living reality, demonstrating that alignment with divine intelligence is the ultimate key to total restoration. Through spiritual alignment, beloved, you experience the fullness of life as Jesus Christ intended. Every cell vibrates with health. Every thought is filled with clarity, every emotion is balanced, and every action flows with divine guidance. You are protected, guided, healed, and restored. The presence of Jesus Christ within you is constant, unwavering, and all-encompassing, ensuring that your life is a continuous expression of divine love, power, and perfection. Live in this truth daily and witness the miraculous unfold in every area of your existence.